We finally landed back into the land of Tamaris with season T1 finally beginning. So, in this video, we're going to be going through a quick starter guide to get yourself accustomed to the brand new season and just get ready to blitz through the early game, which sets the foundation for the battles to come. What is up, guys? MEOWER here, back with a brand new Call of Dragons video. I can't believe it. We're finally back into the land of Tamaris, getting ready to fight into the map we all missed so dearly, far away from the ugly land of Belleron. So, we're going to be discussing the main starter guide, which I believe will be the best start to kickstart your Tamaris journey again in Season T1. But before we get started, be sure to drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe. You know, we want to grow as much as possible so we can pump out more content. And let's just enjoy the ride. So starting off, you'll notice that there will be a brand new icon on the top right, which is going to be the seasonal talents. So in my opinion, of course, and everything in this video will be based on my opinion and based on me asking around, doing the math and figuring things out. I believe the first two talent points should be placed into renown for the extra prestige gain and Gale Step, just so you can march around quicker and everything. One thing that you need to know about the seasonal talents is that you can reset them once. It has a 40-day cooldown, so theoretically you're gonna be able to reset it at least once a season. So, in my opinion, when it comes to selecting the talents, I believe you should work towards the stuff that will help kickstart your start. Meaning, select Renown, select Gale Step. Maybe get Glories of War if you don't have an early fight going on. If not, then by all means go through the standard build, but just select stuff that will help you grow in general and help you get rewards quicker over time. And when before the fight starts happening, be sure to just reset the talents and properly select your fighting talents. Meaning, for example, since we're not going to have any fights till near zone 4, where I'm personally going to go for renown, I'm going to go for gale step, I'm going to go for glories of war as soon as I can get it, just so I can get 20% more merits quicker, so I can buy out the merit shop every time it's possible and start stocking up on those elixirs before fighting begins, and so on and so forth. And then, I'll see if I can pick up the Hearts as One for Behemoths later on, and I'll definitely be going Long Reach Warfare this season. It's a no brainer for me. We figured out the math for it and we figured out the most optimal ways to use it. And personally, I believe this talent will be the most broken talent. If not, it is the most broken talent in this season. And Archer Maids are going to be eating good this season. We're going to be eating all mage marches we see, especially because after seeing the test runs on Bertrand and Tohar, they have not been impressive at all. And if anything, they kind of lost the 1v1 sometimes into Lilia Velen, so they're not even consistently good as a 1v1 or a single target DPS, which was their whole point, being a single target DPS. And of course, at Garrison, we tried out Tohar Bertrand versus Syndrome Frhagar, and let me just say, Syndrome Frhagar did what we all expected. They ate Bertrand Tohar alive. So I don't know what's the use of Tohar gonna be personally for the open field, but I will break this down for later on in the video. I'm going a bit off topic, but after continuing the seasonal talents and finishing up this, I'll definitely go into this 3 battle domination. I don't like martial fortitude. It's not a good talent sync for 4 points. I really like engineer breaching strike, but the thing is, you're gonna have a limit of 21 points throughout this entire season, and in theory, only 20 people throughout the entire server are even going to be able to get all 21 points, let alone only 100 people are going to get 20 points. So, in theory, only 100 people can finish 2 trees. At, if anything, so I wouldn't really rely on builds that have 2 orange trees. If anything, just focus on getting suppressive fire and finishing the ranged assault tree, and then finishing, the stamina recovery, finishing subjugator. This is trash. Don't use it. In cavalry in general are completely dead this season, even more than before. And I will definitely go for rebound as well, just because it's so good and synergizes so well with the builds I have in mind, which I'll be discussing later on in this video. So that's it for the seasonal talents. So just a little quick recap for seasonal talents. Go for stuff early on that will help you accelerate your growth, whether if it's for the more merits, an extra warrant, or reducing the healing cost if you're just, trying out resource healing or whatever, return faster, all that stuff, blah, 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 blah. And then when it comes to fighting, I will definitely reset finish range assault, get suppressive fire, and then get half of battlefield domination. And finally, the last few points, I would highly recommend you pick up Prayer of Light because it's so good, and see where the last point you'll put. So that is it for the seasonal talents. We've had a huge revamp in the policy tree. So the policy tree we've had. Wait, I'm not even researching any policies. Am I a noob? Yes, I am. So when it comes to the policies, we've seen a brand new Elixir daily Elixir production tech. So we have Elixir capacity limit and Elixir production limit. So let me break this down real quick because it's been a point of confusion for me and my friends yesterday, but we finally cracked the code. And big shout out for Midget for figuring out the math, and Heisenberg and Purge for helping me understand this confusion at all. So let me break this down. So you have two policies, one that goes for elixir production and one goes for elixir capacity. So you can, in theory, expand your elixir capacity to the right all the way up to maybe 1 million elixir. So you can have 1 million elixir at a time, but your production will be capped 265 per day, meaning you can go for a route that mixes between both elixir healing, a elixir production speed, and elixir capacity limit in a way that can help you expand your capacity and not need to be capped out at 6 hours every time, or 9 hours here, as we can see, is it scales with the time it takes for your elixir production to fill up the capacity. So the more capacity you have and the slower your elixir production is, the more time it will take for you to fill up your capacity. Or if your elixir production is much higher than your elixir capacity, you're going to be filling it up much quicker and needing to log in faster. So depending on the situation and depending if you're going to be in a war or not, if you predict that your war won't last long, you might as well just go all in on capacity, stock up on that elixir over time. And when it comes to war, if you're a whale especially, you can just go all in on capacity once you're done healing, I don't know, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million troops, depending on how much capacity you have, as it scales as well with how much troops you currently have. And then after that's said and done, I would reset the policy tree because you get a full 100% prestige back, and then go all in on elixir production speed so you can keep up with the demand of needing to heal your troops over time when you're fighting, especially. But that's just my opinion on the matter. I think I'll definitely go that route. I'll just go all in on elixir capacity because I know I won't be fighting that much till the final zone. And then once the fighting starts and I'm done expanding all the elixir capacity I have stocked up, I will be switching my policy tree and going all in on the elixir production speed so I can keep up healing on demand as well as soon as I need it for when I'm fighting, because this season's fights are gonna be absolutely amazing. So that's my thoughts on it, and definitely remember, don't select cursed swords. They fixed the translation. As you can see, your legion deals 5% more damage, but 2% of your severely wounded units will immediately die. This is a bait. Don't select it no matter what. If you don't value your troops, then by all means select it. If not, then please don't do it. Unless you're in my enemies, then definitely do it. And we see here there's also a brand new mechanic for the daily resource healing, which is the stockpile days, which I definitely recommend going for the stockpile days. It's a no-brainer. You can save up to multiple days worth of daily healing, and then daily resource healing, and then use the same method as well for the elixir capacity. It's the same trick you can utilize in both if you're a bigger whale, but definitely since I'm not that big of a whale, I'll just focus more on elixir healing in general. Now, what do you do as soon as you land? You definitely start by picking up the battle preparation, the renown, and start working towards maxing spread the word and peacekeeping damage so you can accelerate your prestige gain as quick as possible, as well as war studies. These three policies will be your bread and butter for starting out in the season. The rest should come out easy. It's pretty easy to get prestige now with those talents and everything. It makes life so much easier. What you should do over time, though, is start by making sure you've selected the marches you want to focus on. Personally, this season, I plan on running the following. I will be running Syndrome Fragar. I will be running Nico Canara. I will be running Lilia Bertrand Valen, and I will be running Lilia Thea. Now I might swap out Thea for Hosk. I was just having this discussion yesterday with my friend, but I think for the purposes of my playstyle, I will probably be keeping Thea because I do like to have a support march here and there, as well as the artifacts I will be using for my mages will be the brand new Mirage Orb that will come out in the Forge of Light. I'm definitely not going to touch Riches of Forest. It's pretty much a scam event. Don't touch it. It's the worst event in the game. You'll just be wasting your stuff on it. I will be grabbing the Mirage Orb and sticking it with Velen Bertrand March, and I will be keeping Breath of Gigantus on my Lilia Thea, so that way both my mage marches allow my archer marches to deal more damage, especially since all four of them are going to have the same range thanks to the long range warfare, as well as they're all going to be benefiting from this. As for my fifth march, I'll probably be running Goresh and Skogul because I want to have a frontline march to just engage in soak damage, even if they're going to get blown up and deleted in 5 seconds. I still want to have that extra frontline and that extra juice just to allow me to position myself better and prevent the enemy's front line from collapsing on mine. Because you know how big wars always go. The moment the aggressor's infantry start touching your backline, you start to crumble and you start to retreat slowly. By that time, your enemy's backline are in your face and killing your marches while you squander to retreat. So I believe that will be the start for the multitude of videos that I plan on pumping out for season T1. I still have to work on the Bertrand and Tohar guide, which will be coming out in the next couple of days because I will be unlocking them as I spin the Wheel of Destiny. Speaking of the Wheel of Destiny, why don't we just wrap up this video and see our luck? How fast are we gonna get the Wheel of Destiny? Just for context, I did buy out the Destiny tickets for 50% off, but I'm not gonna buy out these for the 600 ones because I want to save the gems. Because every time you finish the Wheel of Destiny, your tickets are exchanged. Oh, we got Tohar. Nice. Your tickets are exchanged for 600 gems. So in theory, I'll be gaining nothing. While if I am not, or if I am lucky, I'll just be getting my 600 gems back without having to spend that initial investment. So of course, I do want to be lucky and try to get all three remaining commanders as quick as possible. So the more I get them, or the quicker I get them, the more gems I end up getting. We're getting some really good luck here. Come on, give me Goresh quicker. Give me Goresh quicker. Give me Goresh. 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 If I get Goresh, I'll be getting a ton of gems. Give me Goresh. I can smell Goresh coming soon. He's stinky, but I like it. Come on, Goresh. Yeah, come on, Goresh. I got Goresh. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We finished the wheel so quickly. Nice. And then all of them got converted to gems. All of them got converted to gems. Wait, where's my gems? Where's my gems? Of course, we're gonna be picking up this pack. It's the best pack in the game. Oh, I don't have any more dragon tickets. I'll definitely pick them up after I'm done recording, but this pack is always the best pack in the game to pick up. So now that we have our bird, we can start slowly working on him to finalize my 5 marches for the season. But on that note, I'll probably be ending this video before I continue rambling. Hopefully, I will be able to live stream soon, so be sure to check out. I'll make an announcement on the Discord, so be sure to join. I would love to join and interact with you all. We have seen what the lunar event looks like as well, which I will be making a guide for pretty soon, so be on the lookout for that. But on that note, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please be sure to drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe, join the Discord, the link is in the description. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Meow meow.